We've all heard how to combat the devil when he lies, but what about when he doesn't? Stay tuned. I'll show you what to do when the devil tells the truth. Many of us have experienced that not everything the devil whispers is false, especially when he's accusing about the past. In my book, Silent Satan, I talk at length about my experience with all this. One morning, I awoke to a series of nagging accusations. "Look what you've done," is how it started. With this, my mind's eye was redirected back to my every sin since potty training. But much more shaming than those things in the distance were the mistakes from after I became a Christian. Those attacks were especially condemning because they weren't outright lies that I could dismiss, but they were reminders of things that I was actually guilty of. Perhaps you've experienced something similar. Perhaps you're experiencing even now, even years, decades after you've become a Christian. Know that this is one of the most deceptive yet effective strategies of the enemy, because he uses the truth of the past to convince you that he knows the future. As he did with me, he'll follow his accusation with, "God can't use you. You're too far gone. You've messed up one too many times." Ultimately, his goal is to steal your hope. Even the founder of Protestantism, Martin Luther, dealt with similar accusations. He was tormented so much, in fact, that he'd often beat himself up, literally. But finally, he stood up to the enemy's accusations. And here's how he recommends that you and I deal with the devil. He says, "So when the devil throws your sins in your face and declares that you deserve death and hell, tell him this: I admit I deserve death and hell, but what of it? For I know one who suffered and made satisfaction on my behalf. His name is Jesus Christ, the Son of God, and where he is, there I shall be also." It's true. Satan will likely return from time to time in attempts to remind you of things. But as a Christian, you don't have to put up with it. Here's a word of victory to talk back to the devil and silence his reminders. It's Revelation 12:11. "But they have conquered the accuser by the blood of the Lamb, by the word of their testimony, and they did not cling to life even in the face of death." Indeed, there's nothing more powerful to silence Satan. So when the devil reminds you of your past, simply remind him of his defeat and then declare, "Shut up, devil."